Today we would like to represent back our presentation. Our title presentation is Greenland is Nothing. Before that, I would like to introduce my members group. Firstly, I'm our Motif. She is Miss Anwar, and she is Wanur Azima, and she is Sakina. Okay, let's watch the video.
Witness firsthand just how fast climate change is melting the world's ice. This is my debrief. So we learned a lot last year on our The World is Sinking, which was sort of putting our toes in the water, so to speak. And we realized after talking to a lot of scientists that Greenland is sort of the case study of what's happening because it's melting so rapidly. And you can see as it melts, sea level rises. It's a very complex problem, but in Greenland it's sort of simplified because you just see it melting. It's melting and as there's more water, it rises. The reason why we did this story is I believe it's one of the most important issues facing humanity today. If you talk to scientists, sea level rise is our #1 fear, that it's going to keep rising, and if it keeps rising, humanity has to retreat. This is a massive, massive, massive problem, and we'll probably do a sea level rise story in every season because it is so important, and it is so underreported. What scientists do is they give you a range because it's hard to pinpoint exactly what's going to happen. So, if emissions go down or if something happens climactically, it'll be here. If emissions go up, it's here. So there's that range. Now the range is pretty broad, and so when you get to worst case scenario, it's pretty bad. Now, overstepping them by 60 years is staggering. So the answer to the question, the simple answer is, it is spiraling out of control. It's spiraling at such a fast rate. The question isn't anymore, will sea level rise? Yes, the answer is yes. It's how fast. When we talk to the scientists, it's not like, okay, if we cut our emissions by 80%, will it continue? It's going to continue. It's going to continue for the next 100, 200, 300, 500 years. We've set ourselves on a path that it has to continue for 500 years. However, how fast? That's the only question. And if it goes as fast as some scientists are saying, then we're in real trouble. It's definitely humbling. You see these ice cliffs on the screen, and it doesn't do them justice. They're hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, in some cases thousands of feet high, and then whole Empire State Buildings are just falling off continually. Greenland itself is incredibly humbling. Everything's on such a massive scale, and humans haven't been there. You feel like such a tiny dot, and when you talk about the numbers, billions of tons of ice, you look sea level rise, the whole sea, like the global oceans rising. It's just staggering, and it really makes you think, like, we're tiny little dots, but we're definitely having a huge impact because all these tiny little dots all over the world are getting together and destroying the environment. The interesting thing about Greenland is they know it's climate change because they see it. They're growing strawberries in Greenland. It's sort of a double-edged sword. The ices were treated so they can do mining, oil exploration, they can do farming for the first time. So for Greenland, it's a bit of a boon to the economy. But they realize at the same time that it's detrimental to everybody else, and it's only beneficial to them for a short period of time. They can see the effects of the climate change in real time, and so they're well aware of it.
Now let's move to the 10 words that we found from the video. The first is words. The words is adjective. The definition of the words is the superlative of bad or of badly. It is something is very bad attitude. The sentence is, it is been the worst winter that I can remember. The second is worst adverb. The definition is the superlative of bad or of badly. The example example of sentence is manufacturing in industry was most affected by the fuel shortage. The meaning of the sentence is manufacturing in industry was badly affected by the fuel shortage. The sentence is was noun. The definition is the most serious or unpleasant things that could happen. The sentence is he always optimistic even when things were at their worst. The next word is resident. Resident is noun. The definition of resident is a person who lives in a place. That means the resident means the person that lives in a certain area. The example of sentence is the hotel bar is open only to residents. The meaning of the sentence is the hotel bar is just only open to the people who living in this area. The second is residential, adjective. The meaning of residential is used about a place or an area. The example sentence is they live in a quiet residential area. The meaning is they live in the residential area which is very quiet places. Now we pass to our friends.
The word is impact. The word for impact is noun. That's meaning an effect of expression. That is a powerful effect that something, especially something new, has a situation or a person. The center, I hope this anti-smoking campaign will make an effect on your people. That's mean smoking campaign can make reduce the young people to smoking. Okay, the impact, the word one is word. That's meaning to have an impact on something. The center her father get infected greatly on her ear. That second word is destroy. The word one is word. That meaning for destroy to finish something so badly that it can no longer be used or no longer exist. The center is the building was completely destroyed by fire. That's meaning fire is make the building destroyed or damaged or this what is destroyer? The worst one is noun. That's meaning a person or thing that destroy. Sugar, the second sugar is destroyer of healthy things. That's meaning sugar can causes the thing damage or destroy. Okay, third word is release. Release, the word is word. That's meaning to know and understand that something is true or that something has happened. That's mean the center is I am sorry, I mentioned it, I did release how much it upset you. That's mean we mention it that release that the mention is upset to person. For this realization, the word is noun. That's meaning the process of becoming aware of something. The sudden realization of what she had done. Okay, that's I pass to our next member.
Okay, the next word is massive. The word form for massive is adjective, which means very large, heavy, and solid. So the simple sentence is, the example sentence is, the explosion made a massive hole in the ground, which means that the explosion made a huge or very large hole in the ground. Next sentence is a massive increase in spending for this month, which means that a very large increase in spending for this month. Okay, the next sentence is he suffered a massive heart attack. Okay, we move to the next. Massively, the word form for the massively is adverb, which means extremely large and or serious. Extremely large or serious. And the example for sentence is, on the home phone, let's hope the gambling bill gets massively restricted, which means that they hope the gambling bill uh, get massively restricted, which is will not be allowed at the home in front at their home. This is the suffix for massive. Next is massiveness. Massiveness word form is noun, which means it's very big. The example for sentence is, it cannot be the right choice for me. For my family, there is no way I have been able to take on the massiveness of this job. Okay. The next word is continue. Continue is a verb, which means the definition for continue is to keep happening or existing without stopping, which means it's no stopping, it's continued like that. So the sentence is, the exhibition continue until 25 December. Okay. Next sentence is, the trial is expected to continue for 3 months. Okay. Next is continuous. Continuous word form is adjective, which means happening or existing for a period of time without interruption. The simple sentence for the continuous is, the rain has been continuous since this morning. This is the suffix for continue. And for the prefix is discontinue. The definition for discontinue is to stop doing or providing something. For the example sentence is, a serviceman cannot change his station at will, nor can he discontinue performance of service duty or abandon his station without leave. Which means that the serviceman actually didn't want to do the job anymore, but he cannot do that because there is some reason. So whether he leave the work or just continue later. Next is dramatic. Dramatic word form is adjective. The definition of dramatic is sudden and often surprising. Dramatic is something that sudden can make you surprised when you see or hear something like that. And the simple sentence is, the announcement had a dramatic effect on the house price. This is maybe the government has been announced that there is increasing in the price level for the house, so there is a dramatic effect for that announcement. Next is dramatic increase improvement. A dramatic increase improvement. Okay, next is dramatically. It's adverb, means a sudden and often surprising that describe the verb. For example is, price had fallen dramatically. The second example is, even food have developed in dramatically different ways. Or you can understand it in, your life changed dramatically when you have a baby. Means that after she having a baby, her life of course will be dramatically changed because she have a baby now. So this is a suffix for dramatic. Okay, I will continue to my next member.
Okay, I will continue. The word is global. Global is adjective, which is relating to the whole world or worldwide. Example sentence, they want to take full advantage of the internet's connection to the global economy. Which means, for the sentence, as we know, global economy is relating of whole world. So, for example, is businessmen have partnership in other countries, they use internet connection to connect them. For example, exchange information of data. Okay. For the second one is globally. Globally is at work. Mean is in a way that relates to the whole world. Mean the globally is a way that relate to the whole world. The sentence, the company has to be able to compete globally. So the company are able to compete globally, which is mean the company want to be successful. The company has to able to compete globally. And the third is globalization. In this noun, we can see that define the fact that different cultures and economic systems around the world are becoming connected and similar to each other. Which is mean the fact different culture and economic system around the world can be connected or can be affecting and similar to each other. Example sentence is, we must take advantage of increased globalization of community trading business. For globally and globalization is suffix. Okay, the next one is sort. Sort is noun, meaning that a group or type of people or things that is similar in particular way. Which is when the group have a similar way. Example sentence is, these sorts of problem or quick common, meaning that the kind of problem, quick common or normal problem. And then for the prefix of sort is unsorted, is jadi, which is mean not sorted or not arranged in other particular order. Example sentence is, a pile of unsorted papers, meaning that a pile is not sorted or not arranged in any particular order. Okay, we continue with feeling and opinion about this video.
My feeling and opinion about this video. Firstly, when I watch the video, I know that Greenland now continues melting. This is bad situation. This is big problem that we have to face. Nowadays, the sea level become increasing. Maybe one day our map can be changes drastically, and maybe land in the Greenland did not exist and will be disappear from the map. This is because the sea level is become increasing. Moreover, Malaysia also will be expected to be affected from this problem disease, which is can have 4 seasons because the changing of the climates. Other than that, the effect is can make the economy is slow down because the changing of the climate change. Lastly, I hope our climate change can be improved and can be better one day.
From what I watched in the video, that can I see the ice block become melting and it is slowly slide. So that my opinion that is happen because of global warming and climate change in the earth. The increase in the temperature of the earth's atmosphere caused by the increase of certain gas and that can be impact to Earth because of that the ice become melting and slowly slide. The increase of certain gases that become the temperature of Earth increase. It is because the human make the many pollution that can increase the temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and give effect to the iceberg. If icebergs slide, then it can cause the sea level rise increase and can make happen the flood on the Earth and drown all the Earth into the breathing and
and anything that lies in the earth. So to avoid the iceberg from melting and slide, the human must reduce make the pollution, like make the goggling. Okay, now I must do next member.
I feel so sad and worried when I watch the video because our world getting worse. And for my opinion, the video shows that the iceberg is continuously melting, and it is because of our global temperature is increased due to the climate change. The problem here is our climate change drastic. Sorry, the problem here is our climate that drastically changed. The most obvious is global warming. Global warming is happening because of human activities. Global warming is from our hands actually. And in my opinion, we should take an immediate action which involve all of us to cooperate together to improve our environment. If we love our earth, should think and do something about it. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, last is my opinion or my feeling about this video. When watching this video, actually I feel like, oh my god, this is our earth, because our earth, it shows that our earth become more worse day by day. As we can see that the Greenland is melting. When the Greenland is melting, of course the sea level will be increased, right? So what will happen when the sea level increase? The country that located near to the ocean will be affected the most. Why? Because when the sea level increase, sea level rise, most of the country will be disappear from the map in the future. For example, Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the country that will affected too. This problem is a very massive problem because we cannot do any. We actually didn't have power how to do it because we as a students don't know what to do. So what we can do is make sure people know about this, and together we think how to solve this problem, because this is the land that we live on, right? So if we love our country, our earth, so think about it. Thank you. That's all from our group, and thank you, Miss.